Hello, my name is Andre Roos, old school optometrist, and what I'd like to talk about in this session is the condition which affects most people, if not all, by the time they get somewhere between the ages of 38 and 42, and it's pretty well established by the time people get to the age of 45. So I'm probably speaking to a whole lot of people at the moment, and the fancy name for the condition is called presbyopia. And if we translate the word presbyopia into just like everyday English, it would say something like old man's eyes. Now that's the way I tell ladies. If I'm talking to the men, I would say old woman's eyes. And it would immediately render that where previously you seem to have had absolutely perfect eyesight, suddenly out of the blue, you just cannot see clearly at near. You try to read something and you're in trouble. And there's sometimes when this happens more dramatically than other times, and one of them is, for instance, if you are in a restaurant trying to order a meal on the menu and the lighting in the restaurant is not that marvelous, then you have difficulty in reading the menu. Another one that happens is if you're tired, you might in the morning be able to read absolutely everything, and come that evening you have difficulty to read because you're tired and you'll be at a hard day behind you. Now the treatment for presbyopia or old man's eyes is very, very specifically to give the person, first of all, lenses that would balance the two eyes, because they're never exactly the same. That balances the two eyes, and once they balance, then clarifies. So, and we would clarify then at a specific distance. Now, most reading takes place at 40 centimeters. Most cell phone activities take place at about 35 centimeters. Tablet is maybe 55 to 65. Computer screen based on the screen is different. So one of the things that creates a little bit of a problem is that when you correct that, we need to know for what the person needs the correction. If he needs the correction for reading, just regular reading, like a librarian or somebody like that, we would then focus at 40 centimeters. If it's somebody that works on a computer screen, it might be a different distance. And there are specialized lenses that cater specifically for this. And a whole lot of them, some really, really incredible technology has become available of late. And we will talk a little bit more about that as we go on. But this old man's eye or presbyopia is a common thing, and most elderly people suffer from that. Now, if you are short-sighted, now short-sighted means that up here you can see pretty well, even when you were a younger person. But when you try and look over there at the long distance, you can't see well. That's called short-sighted. If you're short-sighted, then what presbyopia would do is it would actually make that you can still see it near, but you cannot see it far. If you put your glasses on that correct you for long distance, through the glasses you can't see it near. So you've got to take your glasses off. Better way of doing it is to have the necessary lenses made that would actually do the job for you, so that you can function as if you're a young person instead of like an old granny. Nobody wants to be an old granny, especially wearing these old style with a little bifocals in. We'll talk more about that at a later stage. It was nice talking to you. Thanks a lot. Remember to subscribe and hit the button at the little bell button if you want notice of the publications.